What a great scene it was here at the Independence Library, where they don't know the meaning of the doldrums of summer with the summer reading program, Adventure Club, and all the rest. Virginia Gazzardo is our branch manager here, and boy, what an exciting day you had.
Yes, it is, Ken. We try to make the programs fun and interesting and educational, and that keeps the kids coming back.
You know, I'm sure in Hammond, Ponchatoula, and Amite, these kinds of things are very important, but in Independence in particular, there are so few things for kids to do over the summer. Why, what would we do without the library?
You're right. We have game days, we have movie days, we have paid performers coming in, and our children's worker does some of the programs. We have something every day for them.
You know, you librarians, though, are pretty good performers yourselves, as we saw today.
Yes, we are. And Valerie does a great job. She spends a lot of time preparing, and that's what keeps the kids coming back, making it fun and interesting, and they're anxious to get back.
Well, again, in the town of Independence, this library is just a mainstay. It's a focal point, especially in the summer.
It is. As you say, we're a small town, and there's not a lot of things for the kids to do, and we provide things for them to give them something to do and keep them off the streets.
You know, Virginia, so often you get to see these kids grow up. You see multiple generations come here.
Yes. In fact, I was just talking to one lady, and she was talking about seeing some pictures of when she was a little girl. I said, yes, I've got some pictures from when we were in the old library, and I have some, the kids sitting on my lap and during story time, and now they're out of college, and some of them come back with their kids.
Well, plus, I mean, all of these things, while they look like fun activities, and they are, they can inculcate a child with a love of books that lasts a lifetime.
You're right. We, during the summer reading program, we do things to encourage them to read. They get prizes, and some of them try to pass up some of their friends to read more books and get more hours in. And at the end of the summer, at the end of our program, we have a party for them, and they get a certificate and prizes and things like that.
Well, Bianca Roberts, the Assistant Library Director for the parish, came to the Independence branch where, you know, as part of the Adventure Club and the summer reading program, we saw these librarians put on quite a show.
They are. My librarians are great. They put on excellent programs for the kids here. Miss Valerie here does wonderful educational fun programs for the kids in Independence, and we got to see them wrapped up like mummies and dancing like Egyptians, so it was a lot of fun today.
One thing I noticed when I walked in, these kids were mesmerized by the program.
Miss Valerie holds their attention without a doubt. She's excellent. Like so many of our other staff, they really put their heart and soul into the programs and make sure they're entertaining for the kids.
The kids didn't take their eyes off her.
Not for a second. And when they do stray, she knows how to get their attention back. I love her little trick of, if you're listening, let's touch our ears, let's touch our mouth. It's a way to get their attention and make sure they're really participating in the program.
I cannot even with a straight face ask the question, is there any learning going on? Because it was so obvious that the kids were taking away lessons that they got from books and movies about ancient Egypt.
Exactly. That's part of what we try to do when we produce programs here at the library. We try to make sure that it's not just fun, that there's some educational in it, but we hide it. Unlike school, it's not just in their face, hey, you're learning something. We try to make it fun so that they want to learn on their own without even realizing it.
Now, we've heard about the summer reading program. How does the Adventure Club work?
The Adventure Club, it's part of our summer programming. It's a program we normally do it year round. During the school year, we do it after school so that older kids have an opportunity to come into the library and have some fun also. But during the summer months, because they're out of school, we can do them earlier. So if it's it gives kids an opportunity to do a hands-on project and learn fun, interesting facts that they might not catch any other place.
And the kids were encouraged today that this library has Indiana Jones books. And several left with copies?
Yes, they did. That's always the point of the programming. The point of the program is to get them in the library, to show them that it's fun, and we always hope that they walk out with something so that they can do a little bit further exploration on whatever the topic was.
Well, and to say the least, because we see these things here at the Independence Library, they're, I'm sure, system-wide.
They are system-wide. Summer programs have been really exciting this summer. Already, this is week 4 of the summer programming, and we have already surpassed our registration numbers for last year, and our attendance numbers are on target to surpass last year's numbers also. So yes, everybody has really been utilizing and taking advantage of the many programs we're offering this summer.
Valerie Agnello is in charge of children's services here at the Independence Library. And you know, it occurs to me that watching you perform, if that's the correct word, with these kids in the Adventure Club, why there's no kids performer in the country that could eclipse what I saw today.
Thank you very much. I'm a pretty good kid wrangler. Yes.
Well, how does this Adventure Club work for you?
Well, Adventure Club actually is an after-school program, but it's continued in the summertime as part of like an activity day that we have here. But it's an after-school program that takes place here in Independence at 3:30 in the afternoon, and we provide activities like game days or sometimes topics of interest. The newest thing, though, I got this year was a Wii, and they absolutely love the Wii. And we have topics like we'll talk about the different countries, or we'll talk about science projects like what makes soap float. They really like that one a lot, too.
Well, for those who catch this interview in advance, coming up at 2 o'clock on Monday, the 24th, will be another program.
Yes, sir. We have a wonderful magician, Mr. Glenn Girardi. He's fantastic. He's been here about 3 years. I've seen him, and he just keeps the kids mesmerized in their seats.
Well, in the meantime, how did you come across the shtick about Indiana Jones and ancient Egypt?
Well, actually, it's a box that we're passing around from branch to branch. The box was created by Renee Roberts in Ponchatoula, and it's a box that's been passed around, and a lot of that was her idea. Some of that I gleaned myself from different things, but it was a really terrific box, and it worked really well.
And you know, a lot of education was going on this afternoon.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes, I try to engage the children as much as I can and make learning fun, and I like them to let me know what they know and just take it from there.
And kids know a lot.
They do. They know a lot. Yes, they know a lot.
Well, you tapped into a lot of the reading they may have done, or the television shows or the movies they may have seen.
Yes, I think Indiana Jones has been around since the 90s. He's been around a very long time. So a lot of the children either read the books or watched the movies, and so they were familiar with that. And again, thanks to Renee, her box was called Digging Up Trouble with Indiana Jones, and hats off to Renee for a great box.